Yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? Seeing a little bit of worry out there, a little bit of worry, a little bit of panicking on a day that's not that bad. Not that bad at all, guys. Really, minor little correction. Yesterday, I told you guys that there was a strong possibility we would see a double bottom, right? Boom, boom, followed by a move to the upside. Remember? Don't you remember? You remember, right? Double bottom. Boom. Here we go. So bottoming out. Probably going to sit here for, I don't know, I could see 2 or 3 days, maybe 4 days. We could sit here straddling this line before the double bottom plays out. I'm not saying it's going to for sure. I'm just saying strong possibility, right? So we've got our double bottom going. As we see right here, we need a higher high if we want to start an upward structure, right? An upward trajectory. We have to put in a higher high than this right here at 106,000, right? So to start an uptrend, we have to put in a higher high than that. So let's go ahead and put in a little golden. Here, we'll change the color of that one. Let's make it hot pink. Okay. We got to change. We got to put in a higher high than that pink line. That's what we have to do to start an upward trend, an uptrend, right? So as we see, higher high, double bottom taking place right now. Guys, a double bottom right now might not feel bullish, but it's a very bullish pattern, right? So just hang on, man. Just hang on. It's all good in the hood. All right, let's get into these. We got some super chats to get into here. Jared, can't stop, won't stop. even if we did fall to the bear market, I'm not scared. I like scooping bottoms. There you go. I like it, man. Me too. I'm with you, brother. DMH, can you give me short-term and long-term opinion on XEN? Short-term, I see a significant correction coming. Long-term, I could see us hitting the all-time high in this cycle. Ramona says, hey, Jake. Everyone, please hit the like button. Absolutely. She also says, Braveheart Danny and all you other weirdos, happy Thor's Day. Happy Thor's. Is it Thor's? Is it Thursday today, guys? No, it's Wednesday today. It's Wednesday. Ramona, you're only running on 3 hours of sleep, so you must have missed a day or something. Kevin, what's going on, buddy? Big Kev's in the house. He says, let's go. Even when the market is down, there's always a way to make money, either for today or for the future. We just need to keep our eye on the ball. 100%. 100%. Braveheart says, a thank you to the hardest working man in crypto. Thank you, brother. Liquidation levels. A lot of the longs have already been cleared out. It's shorts that you need to watch, right? So I'm not that worried about a long squeeze. Jake the Snake says, Crypto Mom shout out. I'm going to have a great day. There you go, man. It's a great day to have a great day, guys. Absolutely. All right, we're caught up in the super chats. Let's get into the chat. See what's going on out there. How's everybody feeling? H. Barbarina in the house. What's going on, man? As always, my dude, my guy, William. What's happening, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Danny's in the house. Why did Jerome let LFG play crash? Yes, exactly. Got to stay tuned for episode 2. Jared says, another day, another DCA. Hey, I really enjoyed the Pico and LFG show drop last night. It was super fantastic. Absolutely it was, man. Quinn, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. A guy, what's going on? How's it going, man? Another day closer. Yes, exactly. Every day, it's getting closer. Jake the Snake says, 250 buys, Miria. Let's go. Absolutely, man. ROI gonna go crazy. It's a me, a Mario. 50 push-ups just for fun. Let's get those. Let's get that money, y'all. Money don't buy happiness, but it sure feels good. What's up, man? Yes, Big John. What's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Braveheart says, yep, I agree, Mario. 50 push-ups for being early. Why not? Get those gains, man. Braveheart says, yeah, Crypto Mom can't wait for you to start channel soon. What? Can't wait for you to start channels. I don't know what you're talking about there, Braveheart. Guys, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. We got 122 people watching. Right now, we have 43 likes. Let's get that up, guys. Let's get to 100. Beeb says, good afternoon, Rob and crypto millionaires. You know me. Thanks so much for a great community, Rob. Hey, absolutely, man. BTC playing red light, green light with us. Liquidation. Dave, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Brandon says, what's the reality of this death cross? Death crosses, what death cross are you talking about? You talking about this right here? Are you talking about this death cross right here? My friend, the death cross, and this is one of the videos in our technical analysis training courses, but the death cross is actually a lagging indicator. What that means is that it represents a move that already happened, not a move that is going to happen. So whenever you see a YouTuber saying death cross, they're using it for clickbait, because a death cross represents a crash that already occurred, not a crash that is coming, right? So as you can see, all of this downside right here, that's what brought the 50 down, or the 30-day down, to cross below the 200, right? So it represents a move down that already happened, not a move that is imminent. So like I said, if you were over on the Patreon, you would be able to watch our technical analysis training videos, and you would know that already, right? There she is, the one and only Gamma Goddess says, hope everyone's doing well. Let's get this money. Just recently came across your channel and wish I did earlier in the year when I got into crypto. You're incredibly accurate. Thank you for your knowledge. Hey, what matters, DMH, is you're here now, my friend. Welcome to the family. It's awesome to have you, man. It's awesome to have you. Thank you so much. Over the top, supporting us over on Rumble Wednesday. Yes, exactly. I made money by... There you go. Rob, I heard there may be some BRICS countries creating stablecoins backed by gold. Currency competition should be a good thing, right? I mean, yeah, but you know that the U.S. will always, for the most part, have the strongest dollar, stablecoin, whatever it is, right? The sun shines on Crypto Mom's favorites. Absolutely. Pico's in the house. Today is a perfect day. Let's buy those dips. Let's go. Love the Bitvavo listing. Absolutely. A guy 100. Yep. Yep. Are you starting a channel, Ramona? Is that what he's talking about? Are you starting a YouTube channel? Nebula says, good afternoon, guys. Nebs is in the house. The passenger. You think that Binance will remove the Jasmy tag now? The Junction was listed. I think that we still have the testnet out, but I think that if we can get the mainnet out before the next evaluation of the monitoring zone, which would be the first week of January, then it's possible. But the mainnet has to be launched first, in my opinion. Ramona says, hey, Gamma. William, it seems crypto is cooked for the rest of 2025. Roberto, thanks for all the hard work you do. It isn't said enough. Thank you so much, man. Is it possible to buy... Oh, scam. Don't fade the man who never sleeps. There you go. Yeah, that's a bot. Plasma is related. Someone poke Miria. Yes. All right, we're caught up in the chat, guys. Keep the chats coming. Let's get into the news in the meantime. What's happening out there? Ramona says no channel for the foreseeable future, keeping way too busy right now. Yes, absolutely. Bitcoin users pay this Bitcoin user paid $105K fee for a $10 transaction. This is why you must always pay attention to your transactions. Candyman says your super chat. Oh, there it is. It disappeared, but here it is. It's in the side list. He says, 13-year-old me, don't tell me what to do. Me now. Can someone please tell me step by step in full detail exactly what I'm supposed to do? Amen to that. Couldn't be more accurate, brother. Bought 15 mil more Miria. Let's go. Nice. There you go. Are they meant to be opening the government tomorrow? We're going to get into that in a little bit, man. I knew that right when I wrote it. Pico and LFG. Let's go. Okay, so this is crazy, guys. A Bitcoin user mistakenly paid $105,000 in transaction fees to send just $10 worth of Bitcoin yesterday, sparking discussion across the crypto community. The incident highlights potential risks in manual fees settings on blockchain transactions, igniting calls for improved wallet usability and safeguards against such costly errors. A Bitcoin user inadvertently paid $105,000 in transaction fees to transfer merely $10 in Bitcoin. This severe error occurred yesterday and immediately caught attention within the crypto community. The sender, a retail user sent 0.0001 of a Bitcoin to a Kraken wallet, mistakenly selecting a fee nearly equivalent to a full Bitcoin. The recipient of the excessive fee was the mining pool Mara Pool, which successfully mined the block. Such incidents highlight the risks associated with the manual fees entries in cryptocurrency transactions. Industry leaders noted that many wallets allow settings arbitrary fees, leading to potential costly mistakes. This event has led experts to developers to advocate for improved wallet design features, safeguarding against massive fee errors. Although no regulatory actions are expected, discussions on future protective measures have emerged. Previous similar cases include $510,000 fee for a small Bitcoin transfer in 2023. While these occurrences emphasize the need for caution, they remain isolated, impacting only individual users rather than broader markets. So here's the thing, guys. You must always pay attention to what your transaction fee is. You cannot become complacent when it comes to cryptocurrency. Too many people get comfortable and they just click. They don't read anything. They don't do anything. Is it worth losing $105,000 because you're too lazy to read the that's insane, right? That's insane. I am always incredibly careful, guys. It's not financial advice, but even when I'm sending money somewhere, crypto from one place to another, I always send like $5 first, $5 worth first, just to make sure I'm sending it to the right place. Some people don't even do that, right? So be careful out there, guys, right? I guess by now we in the Patreon own Miria's company. Yes. Yeah, let's turn it into a Bitcoin treasury company since we all own Miria now. We're going to convert it from a gaming company to a Bitcoin treasury company, right? We're just going to buy Bitcoin and stockpile in our treasury. That's crazy though, guys. $105,000 fee. Could you imagine? Absolutely absurd. SEC chair vows strict enforcement on crypto market structure. In a move signaling forthcoming regulatory frameworks for the digital asset industry, the chairman of the SEC, Paul Atkins, outlined plans to modernize how the agency approaches cryptocurrency oversight. During a speech at the Federal Reserve Bank in Philadelphia, Atkins detailed efforts to clarify the classification of tokens and improve enforcement strategies amid evolving crypto markets, including provisions for pending legislation in Congress. In his remarks, Atkins highlighted that a clear classification methodology is critical for the growth of the cryptocurrency market, especially as digital tokens evolve beyond initial securities offerings. He stated that the SEC plans to consider establishing a token taxonomy in the coming months, anchored in the Howey test, the standard used to determine whether a digital asset qualifies as a security. This initiative aims to recognize that investment contracts can cease to be securities once their underlying promise has been fulfilled, allowing tokens to trade freely without falling under securities regulations. So let's shape this up so that the next SEC chair or the one after that or the one after that cannot pull Gary Gensler type stuff. Let's put policies in place to prevent the next Gary Gensler from coming into power, right? Or abusing his power more accurately. According to Atkins, tokens such as digital commodities, collectibles, and network tools would not be considered securities, thus remaining outside the SEC's jurisdiction as Gary Gensler punches his pillow. Conversely, tokenized securities will continue to be subject to the SEC oversight, ensuring investor protection remains a priority. He also expressed hope that legislation before Congress would introduce specific exemptions to create a more tailored regulatory regime for certain crypto assets involved in investment contracts. Addressing the ongoing efforts in shaping crypto regulations, Atkins assured that enforcement against fraud remains a core focus. Fraud is fraud, he emphasized, underscoring that the SEC's mission to protect investors does not diminish even as regulatory approaches evolve to accommodate digital assets. Despite the federal government shutdown as of Wednesday afternoon, legislative discussions persist. Lawmakers in the House are scheduled to vote on a funding bill that was already approved by the Senate, aimed at keeping the government operational through the end of January. This could allow continued bipartisan momentum on establishing comprehensive regulatory frameworks for digital assets, including the proposed crypto market structure bill. The Senate remains actively engaged in negotiations, with some senators reportedly reviewing digital legislation related to crypto markets. On Monday, the Senate Agriculture Committee released a discussion draft of its version of the bill, signaling progress in crafting tailored rules for digital assets, a significant step towards formalizing the U.S. regulatory landscape for cryptocurrencies and blockchain innovation. SEC stepping in. Kennyman says, I bet that guy went to customer service after the transaction. I hope so. Whatever happened to the fire dancer and Solana? Not sure, man. Not sure. Brooke says, friends, scam. They can call us Miria market manipulators. I apologize, Rob. I'm just getting impatient with a little nervousness. Tell me how to visit you on the Patreon. Just shoot me a DM over there, my friend. The link to the Patreon, I'll put it in the chat right now, okay? It's right underneath your comment. That is the link to the Patreon. Jump over there. You can join our group coaching calls there. You can book one-on-one coaching calls over there with me, and so much more. We also have 8 different chat rooms, daily trades, all kinds of stuff. So free newsletter. So check it out. All right, what else do we have? Let's get into another piece here. Bitcoin ETF sees 524 million in inflows in the strongest day since the crash. U.S. spot Bitcoin ETFs recorded 524 million in cumulative net inflows on Tuesday, marking the highest daily amount since October 7th. According to data from Farside Investors, the surge represents the strongest performance since the crypto market crash on October 10th, which significantly impacted investor sentiment. The positive inflows signaled a potential return to risk appetite among Bitcoin holders. Ka-Young Ju, founder and CEO of crypto analytics platform CryptoQuant, noted that investments from ETFs and Michael Saylor's strategy were the 2 main vehicles driving demand for Bitcoin's price this year. The growing demand for ETF buyers came a day after the U.S. Senate approved the funding package that brought Congress one step closer to ending the government shutdown. The legislation is now headed for the full vote in the House of Representatives, which may occur later today, according to a Tuesday report by CBS News. Smart money traders tracked a Nansen blockchain intelligence platform have added over $8.5 million worth of net long Bitcoin positions over the past 24 hours, signaling growing optimism. However, smart traders were still net short by 202 million on decentralized exchange Hyperliquid, according to Nansen data. Despite retail concerns over the end of the bull cycle, Bitcoin's current correction remains in a healthy range, helping reset leverage and paving the way for renewed institutional entry, according to Lucy Zhang, research analyst at BitGet Wallet. She noted that all eyes turn to November 13th, the CPI print. Though A continued data delay from the government shutdown adds uncertainty. Cooling inflation data may ease geopolitical concerns and lead to a liquidity-driven rebound for the world's largest cryptocurrency. The analyst added, meanwhile, sustained inflows from Bitcoin ETFs may signal that the de-risking phase of ETF holders is coming to an end. Investor demand for digital assets is returning after the crash. Bitcoin ETFs have been mostly in the red since the October crash, with daily outflows reaching up to $700 million, which pointed to a broad de-risking phase among ETF investors. According to crypto data platform Glassnode, as for other crypto ETFs, Ethereum's ETF saw $107 million worth of outflows on Tuesday, while Solana's ETF exceeded their 11-day winning streak with $8 million worth of net positive inflows, according to Farside Investors. You'll love to see it. Dancing and more in the Patreon. Yes, absolutely. Rob, do you think we dropped to 92? No. Not unless it's on a wick on the weekly. Also, free drinks during the open mic nights. Yes, just ask Otaku. He's serving them up. Benjamin says, "Hey Rob, just joined. I'll think about 50 push-ups. Good to see you. Anyone ask how low it's gonna go yet? I think we're just hitting a double bottom, to be honest with you, man. So yeah. Kate Burr, thank you so much for the super sticker, man. I appreciate you. What do we got? 190 people watching. We have 74 likes, guys. Let's push it up. Let's get to 126 more. Let's get there, guys. Let's get there. I'll read. We got another one. We got another one in us. Let's keep going. Bitcoin corporate buying hits 2025 low at 14,447 Bitcoin. Companies added 14,447 Bitcoin in October, the smallest monthly increase of 2025, according to BitcoinTreasuries.net. The slowdown marks a sharp pullback from September, when corporate treasuries purchased more than 38,000 Bitcoin amid rising prices and stronger market sentiment. Total tracked holdings reached 4.05 million Bitcoin at the end of October, valued at roughly $444 billion. Public companies accounted for just over 1.05 million Bitcoin, while governments held 644,329 Bitcoin. The ETFs and exchanges held another 1.54 million Bitcoin. Selling remained minimal, with companies offloading only 39 coins during the month. Corporate appetite for Bitcoin cooled even as total holdings across companies, governments, and ETFs reached their highest level on record. A sign the sector is shifting from rapid accumulation to more defensive stance across balance sheets. Funding has become harder to secure as share valuations compress and risk premiums rise, forcing companies to rely on the costly preferred share offerings over credit lines rather than cheap equity issuance. The declaration comes as several treasury firms shift focus towards capital efficiency tools, including share buybacks rather than large recurring purchases. Executives say those measures are designed to protect Bitcoin per share metrics and counter declining market to NAV valuations that have weighed on stock prices this year. In any case, the buildup in corporate holdings is adding to Bitcoin's structural tightness and range-bound price action amid dissolution short-term holders. Fidelity estimates that public companies now represent roughly 5% of the asset's illiquid supply, a category expected to reach about 42% of circulating Bitcoin by 2032, with treasuries, long-term investors, and entities with low spending behavior making up the core of that cohort. So they're expecting these corporations and businesses to hold up to 42% of the circulating supply of Bitcoin. That is a lot of Bitcoin taken out of circulation, my friends. 100K holds, in my opinion, even if we wick down. Yeah, I agree. How can I participate? Oh, scam. My brother-in-law, who is a crypto millionaire, said he don't want to risk these massive entities selling off and dropping the prices at any given time. Fair enough. Hopefully, we can see an altcoin season next year. Do you think Swift can? Yes, I do. Do we see Bitcoin bouncing within the next 2 days around 100? I think it's bouncing where it is now. I think we could see on the weekly time frame, we could see a wick down, but I think we're going to continue to close above the 50-week moving average. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing there. Oh, sorry, Jay, I saw you. Is the bearish pennant invalid now? On which chart? I don't know which chart you're talking about, my friend. Okay, so let's keep it going here. Let's get over to Squawk Box. Give my voice box a little rest. The House Majority Leader says House to vote on the bill to end the shutdown tonight.
43 of the government shutdown. House leaders are expected to vote on the continuing resolution that passed the Senate. And joining us now, House Majority Leader Steve Scalise. Majority Leader, it's good to have you on. Good morning. Thank you.
Good to be back. Thanks for having me.
I've seen it a few times where they asked Speaker Johnson about it, and I don't know, people run with, if it bleeds, it leads. And I guess he didn't answer, oh, yeah, it's a done deal. It's definitely going to happen. They try to instill a little bit of uncertainty about whether it's all going to go smoothly. Is it going to go smoothly? Will it be today?
It's going to be today. We'll start the process probably around 4, 5 o'clock. The actual vote on the bill to fund the government will probably come later around 7 o'clock after all the debate. There'll be, I'm sure, a good, thorough debate. But it's so important that this gets done. We've been trying to end the shutdown for over a month now. And look, I think some Democrats still want to play games and inflict pain on families across America, but we've got enough, luckily, 8 in the Senate. We may get a few more than that in the House who want to end this madness and just let people get back to their lives, stop holding hostages. We still have differences we need to negotiate. That's going to go on, but don't hold the American people hostage. It's been a ridiculous shutdown. It's time to end.
I've watched things in sort of it's very puzzling to me when I've seen leaders of the Democrats say, we are not going to accept this. We are going to keep fighting to keep the government closed, which is just, I wonder whether they hear themselves saying we're going to keep fighting. We're going to keep fighting to keep the government closed. And they know full well what's happening at airports, what's happening with SNAP, what's happening with air traffic controllers, salaries, government workers. They know full well. It's very strange to be in that position. How do they justify that?
Yeah, they know that this is inflicting pain on millions of Americans. And are they not listening to those people? And these aren't the millionaires and the billionaires that they love deriding every day. This is the least amongst us. SNAP recipients, low-income families who really need those food stamps. It's going to be our men and women in uniform, air traffic controllers who work incredibly stressful jobs and now have to also go drive an Uber shift just to make ends meet because the bills are still due, just because Democrats shut the government down. And they don't care that they're inflicting pain on people.
Yep.
It's madness. But it's going to end today, hopefully, and let's move on.
I mean, it's two votes, and even with the new representative that's been sworn in, the margin remains the same, and you have no doubt that Speaker Johnson has the votes?
Well, it's going to be work because you still see the Democrat leadership digging in against this thing. Again, last night they were in the Rules Committee till 1:30 in the morning trying to bring amendments to do things like gut the $50 billion rural hospital fund. What does that have to do with any of these fights? And how's that going to help any family to hurt rural hospitals? They are a rudderless ship of a party right now. They don't know what they want. All they know is they want to wreak havoc on the American economy and hold Americans hostage. And I think the American people are sick of it, and it's going to end today. We just need a few Democrats to join with us. I think we'll get that, and then we'll move on to a lot of other things we have to do.
Yeah, that is interesting. The midterms are coming up already. They're not really coming up, but that's next. And I don't know how the two parties are going to be viewed in hindsight as time goes by. I can tell you, I looked at something this morning, and I made the reference that AI, roughly half the time it's wrong, but I looked at something that was trending. It said the government's set to reopen after a Republican bill to cut health care, Obamacare credits, that they finally voted. They were they finally were able to pass that with help from Democrats. A Republican bill to cut Obamacare subsidies. So that's on AI. And then, so people read that, the public.
And that's inaccurate, but that's,
totally.
If it's on the internet, it must be true.
And they ask the public whose fault it is, and the public has just read that Republicans are cutting health care benefits, and then they say that they're on Democrats. And then the same people use that to justify, to say that, oh yeah, more people think it's Republicans' fault. It's just like this weird
and those
circular.
Those COVID health benefits, the subsidies they're talking about, that go to insurance companies, were set up by Democrats, not Republicans, to be temporary. Democrats are the ones who set them up to expire. They never wanted them to go on beyond COVID. And yet now they're saying that's what the shutdown's about. Well, then why were they trying to gut the $50 billion rural hospital fund last night?
It's not 20 million people that are going to see these. A lot of people are not going to have these huge increases, but there are, I think, at least 2 million or so that are going to be very adversely affected. Not wealthy people. I mean, I think it's what 400% of a living wage or something is who it affects. But that could come back to haunt Republicans if something's not done. Do you think that it passes when there's a vote in December for this?
Well, I think the one thing that all of this has exposed is that Obamacare is deeply broken. And it was Democrats who created it. Everybody knows Democrats only passed Obamacare. We said it was going to create problems, raise costs for families, limit options, limit the doctor-patient relationship. And it's done all of those things, unfortunately. And so now we're at a place, do you keep shoveling hundreds of billions of dollars of taxpayer money into insurance companies while your premiums keep going up? Or do we actually focus on lowering premiums? That's what Republicans have been focusing on. In fact, in our One Big Beautiful Bill, we had a provision called the CSR, cost share reduction, that would have lowered premiums for families by 13% on their health insurance premiums, and it was Democrats who blocked it. So, Democrats have always been against lowering premiums because they want to push everybody into Obamacare, even though they admit it's failed and it's costing families unbelievably more money. 80% more you're paying for Obamacare than just 10 years ago. Why won't they work with us to lower premiums on families? We're going to do that, by the way. We have bills in Congress right now to lower premiums, and we're going to move those bills.
That's the criticism that we hear levied against Republicans a lot is you've never liked Obamacare, but you still have not posited or proposed a fix or even an alternative other than just getting rid of Obamacare.
We've laid out a lot of ideas, and Democrats have voted against them actively. So there have been votes. PBM reform last year would have lowered prescription drug prices. Again, the CSRs that we had in the One Big Beautiful Bill, every Democrat voted against, scored by CBO to lower premiums by double digits for families. We have other things like health savings accounts, association health plans, very proven to lower premiums and give families more options. They want to push everybody into Obamacare and give you no choices. We want to give you a lot of choices and lower your premiums. Big difference between the two parties.
What's going to happen in January? And do you ever see any of these bills? I think Ron Johnson had a bill where this would not be possible to do this. again, to threaten or to do a government shutdown. What's happening in
Yeah,
January?
and I like Ron Johnson's bill. You know, Jen Kiggins on our side had a similar bill to pay the troops. You had other members, Mark Alford, to say, don't hold the American people hostage if we have a difference of agreement over government funding. But as you saw, even in the middle of the shutdown, when pain was being inflicted by Democrats, it was Democrats who voted against those bills to just help military men and women, air traffic controllers, other federal employees. So hopefully common sense comes back to some of these folks. We're going to give them those opportunities.
All right, Andrew, you want to? I mean, the rage on the left is for these 8 senators. It's like, it's just, it's hard to understand. Can you explain it?
Yeah, Democrats are attacking each other right now. It's ridiculous.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, why? I want you to ask. It's downright. It's uncivilized.
You did a very good job with the majority leader.
Okay.
Look, we're ready to go. We're going to get this thing back on track. And then we have a lot of work that we're going to make up. Next week is going to be a very busy week in the House. We're going to be moving good agenda, policy agenda items
What
for
about
the American
another
people.
reconciliation
And Democrats
bill?
we're looking at it. Obviously, if we can get consensus, we'll do it.
Because you did the OBBB, and it's just been fighting since then. Trying to prevent other things from happening. So.
But there are a lot of other good ideas. We're looking at permitting reform. We want to do a number of other things to help energy production in America, lowering crime. We got a very busy agenda the rest of this year.
Very possible we see the vote pass today, guys, and then we see a pump this evening as a result. That is very, very possible. So yeah, just keep that in mind, right? It's not all doom and gloom. It's not all doom and gloom. Right. Let's get in the chat. Fridge. Hello, Brother Rob. I've been around, just haven't been able to catch the lives. I'm selling all my crypto and buying you PD babies. Nice. Paul, good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Another local snipe, more Zebek and XDB. There you go, man. There you go. Represents altcoin season mid-February. I agree. Congratulations to the dev team for the brilliant Gary and Pico first episode. Can't wait for the next one. Maximus is hilarious as Gary's voice. Yes, I agree. Ditto, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. DCA day keeps the doctor away, 100%. It's scientifically proven, right? Visa now lets you get paid in stablecoin. Visa just took a major leap towards the future of digital money. The global payment giant has launched a new pilot program that lets businesses send payouts directly in stablecoins, starting with Circle's USDC. This means creators, freelancers, and gig workers can now receive their payments almost instantly. Cross borders sounds like Zebek to me, doesn't it? The new pilot's part of the Visa Direct allows U.S.-based businesses to send payouts in regular fiat currencies while giving recipients the choice to receive funds in USDC. For freelancers, this has Zebek written all over it, you guys, right? All over it. I might do a little bit of a deeper dive into this and do a separate video on it because I'm sorry, but this is Zebek, right? So I'm going to do a deeper dive into it, guys, and we'll see what we come up with. I wonder if Zebek is somehow connected to this. I seen a death cross forming, so took profits. I'll buy back in tomorrow. Nice. Okay, so Bitcoin, yes. So we did put in the double bottom here, guys. Might take a day or two to move, but after that, then we just got to break the neckline here. If we do get a double bottom, we would likely be looking at a move up. If a double bottom plays out, we would probably break just above 110,500. Probably sometime next week. Probably, right? We might battle with resistance here, though. But, yeah, somewhere around that 110 to 110 5 is what the breakout would be for the double bottom. So we'll see what happens. All right, guys, I got to get over to the Patreon. I got some coaching calls to do. Get over there now, guys. Join our coaching calls. We also have a Patreon live stream tonight, exclusive Patreon-only content, daily trades. I dropped a trade video today with amazing potential. You're going to want to check that out as well. Free newsletter. All of our training courses are free. Get over there, guys. Book your coaching calls today. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.